The cemetery's ledger. Under the pale glow of a waxing moon, the lonely caretaker of Duskwood Cemetery, Elias, surveyed the silence of the graveyard. Centuries-old tombstones spread like teeth in the earth. His work was routine until tonight. Clearing debris from an ancient tomb, Elias stumbled upon a heavy, dust-ridden ledger buried under loose stones. Its pages were yellowed and brittle, yet they held something far more disturbing than time: names, dates, and cryptic descriptions that seemed prophetic. When Elias studied closer, the truth of the ledger startled him. The lives described weren't lives that had already passed. They were lives yet to be lived. Each entry held eerie, vivid details of a person's future, down to the hour of their death. Elias was captivated and horrified. It wasn't just an artifact, it was a map of inevitability. And at the last page was a name he recognized, his own. The date of his death was a mere 6 weeks away. Anxiety tightened its grip, but worse was yet to come. Days passed, and Elias couldn't resist returning to the ledger. But one morning he noticed something impossible. Names began disappearing from its pages, a faint smudge, and then gone. Not even their existence seemed to linger in the book's memory. The worst part? The order didn't make sense. Names weren't erased in line with the dates they were supposed to occur. Chaos swirled as he realized someone or something was deliberately altering the ledger. Was it fate, unraveling at its seams? Or had an unseen hand begun to rewrite lives? Driven by fear, Elias became obsessed. He combed the town's archives and questioned the oldest residents about the tomb's origins. The ledger had been buried centuries ago after the mysterious death of its last keeper. Elias uncovered whispers of a curse. The ledger wasn't merely a record. It was a tool used by someone who sought to control life and death. By tampering with the ledger, they wove their power into fate itself. And now, Elias had unknowingly taken up their mantle. As the weeks unfolded, Elias noticed the remaining names bore grim echoes in real life. The people listed began to vanish, their futures stolen without warning. He became sick with guilt. Was his discovery the reason for this corruption? The ledger's power had been unleashed and its consequences hunted him. Soon, Elias understood he wasn't just a witness, he was a target. Someone wielding the ledger could erase him and his future with a single stroke. And it wasn't clear who or what might be behind it, what enemy already knew his name. One night, the lantern in Elias's home flickered, but not from wind. Shadows stretched unnaturally along the walls as unseen whispers filled his ears. When his trembling hand turned to the ledger that night, his name was no longer where it had been. Instead, it had moved. The date had changed to the next sunrise. Realizing he only had hours left, Elias made a choice. He wasn't going to run. He wasn't going to hide. He was going to uncover the truth, even if it led him straight into the maw of death. Fate, power, revenge. What would you do if your future could be rewritten by someone else? Uncover the chilling mystery of the cemetery's ledger by diving into our dark world of suspense. Be sure to like, comment your theories, and subscribe for more stories that keep you on the edge of your seat or grave.